What's up troops, it's me TheTacticalBrit, and today I'm here to talk about the Battlefield V reveal. I'm going to be discussing some of my concerns, some of the things that I found impressive, and yeah, just giving you guys a full rundown of everything that we got to see. I was actually lucky enough to attend this reveal that was at London. I managed to speak to a lot of the people behind the game, Mr. Battlefield himself, as well as some of the community managers and developers, to get a real good sense of the vision and the goal for what Battlefield V is. And I have a lot of information about the game that you probably would have seen in other people's videos like Westy or Jack Frags and articles on places like PC Gamer, but just a lot of information that I feel a lot of people simply haven't heard about. So let's kick things off here. The actual reveal itself. Now, I'll be brutally honest, the trailer was not what I wanted it to be. As a teaser trailer, it's really an opportunity to leave a mark, have an impact, and show people what your game is about, and I feel like the manner that they did it in wasn't great because it was confusing. The Battlefield 5 teaser trailer was actually more of a gameplay trailer than a teaser trailer, but because it was a teaser trailer, people didn't think what they were seeing was real. Now, let me actually assure you, everything you saw in that teaser trailer, minus a few scripted events here and there, like, you know, debris falling and crushing somebody, which can probably still happen, it is actually doable in the game. You can indeed jump out of windows, you can slide, you can roll, you can lie on your back. What other examples are there? You can tow emplacements such as flatter cannons on the back of vehicles. You can build sand barricades. You absolutely can have a shit ton of tank customization and all of these other crazy things that happen in the trailer. The bullet penetration. That thing that we normally see in Rainbow Six Siege where the bullets were cascading through the wall. That is also in the game. This effectively was a gameplay trailer, but wasn't given as a gameplay trailer, which is the problem because a lot of people saw it and gone, yeah, that's fake, that's bullshit, that doesn't happen in Battlefield, that's not here, there, and whatsoever. And I totally understand that. I feel like the tone was also very wrong as well. If it was down to me, that trailer would have opened with some soldier sat in a fucking trench or a bush on his last magazine of his M1 Grand as like a fuck ton of Germans and a Panzer tank is coming his way. I felt like it deserved the music, I felt like it deserved the impact and the hype that Battlefield 1 did, but it simply didn't do that. It was more of a gameplay reveal, but people were confused that it was gameplay because they just simply didn't trust modern trailers, which is a more than acceptable way to view trailers now. Most trailers that you first see are in-game engine footage or scripted events entirely, and a lot of what you're seeing isn't actually what you're going to get. But a lot of what this trailer was is things that you actually are going to get. So I'm actually going to run through some details and information here that wasn't in the reveal. Well, it was in the reveal, but it wasn't explained very well. So yes, you can construct fortifications, which is pretty fucking cool. You know, the ability to build sandbags, bunkers, emplacements, maybe even trenches and stuff is pretty fucking wicked. As somebody who plays squad, I'm totally here for that, I'm totally down for that. And somebody who's complained frequently about the openness of Battlefield 1 and the lack of the ability to find cover, this is definitely a welcome change. The next one is that co-op is returning. This is something I've also mentioned. Procedurally generated missions are a thing. This is something that, like, we haven't had since Battlefield Bad Company 2. There's no premium pass. That's fucking incredible. Like, there's so many boxes that DICE are actually ticking and making so good in this game that they just simply didn't drive home in the reveal, which was really frustrating. You can go prone on your back. You can do combat rolls, that kind of stuff. You can jump out of windows. There is a 64-player Grand Operations mode which spans across 4 different days with 4 different modes. The outcomes of the first, second, and third day will affect each other. Day 1 affects Day 2, Day 2 affects Day 3, and if Day 3 is a stalemate, we have a standoff in Day 4 with 0 respawns and people shooting at each other with practically no ammo and health, and the last man alive practically wins. It's really cool, it's really intricate. Each different day of ground operations is a different game mode. It could be front lines on one day, it could be you paratrooping out of a fucking plane on the first day and landing behind enemy lines, which is an incredible thing to be. There are absolutely no loot boxes in this game. There are none. They do not exist at all, which is great. I'm a huge big fan of that, and it looks like there will be some cosmetic things to buy directly, a bit like Rainbow Six Siege, but you know, I'm totally here for that. The progression system has been completely reworked. You will now have new archetypes of loadouts where different archetypes of certain classes and stuff will have different things entirely about them, such as there's an archetype for a sniper or a recon class which actually features a suppressed SMG and silenced footsteps. So things are being variated quite a lot here. There's special events, there's daily events, there's going to be weekly and monthly and seasonal events. There's the ability to customize tanks in your player. Tanks adding things like foliage like you saw in the trailer and stuff like that. Adding passes of paint, adding stocks, muzzles, sights, grips and so on to your like weapons. Camo patterns, sandbags, branches and extra stuff on your vehicles. There's just a lot of shit that we've actually always wanted that was in this game, and it was in the trailer, but you just simply couldn't see it, and the information wasn't there because it was only an hour long. Now obviously, you know, an hour is already a hell of a long time, so I feel like, again, this was a difficult thing. You will spawn into the game with very minimal resources and very minimal in terms of ammo and weaponry as well. You won't have a huge arsenal on you, you will have to find ammunition. Everybody can revive players now. You have to drag a downed teammate across the ground if he's out in the open. You can drag players now, that's a thing too. And you then have to stabilize him and give him a syringe, and this can take about 20 seconds, give or take. It's a long animation, it slows the game down. Same thing applies to the whole building thing. So we sort of have this like construct of fast gameplay but slowing down with things like building, reviving, looking after each other. The medic is no longer simply the person who can revive people because everybody in a squad can now revive each other. Yeah, it's pretty great. Random bullet deviation is fucking gone, ladies and gentlemen. It's gone. No more of that bullshit. None of that. We get Rainbow Six Siege style fixed patterns. We have actual patterns to weapon spray that you can learn and improve on. There is a skill curve back in the game. Not only is squad play and team play really important because of the whole building thing, because of the ability to revive each other, but also there are now skill curves in terms of weaponry, which is literally amazing as fuck. And it's something I've definitely wanted. Destructibility is completely back. Vehicles are back with a bang, especially aerial ones, because, you know, we got everything from Spitfires up there to bombers. And yeah, it looks like we have an almost entirely new animation and movement system as well. And all of this is information that was in the trailer somewhat, but wasn't driven home. And it's really disappointing because, you know, it's a fucking good game. It's really good. Look, I'm not going to jump into the whole debate about women being in World War II, bloody fuck, who cares? Like, I understand a lot of people get touchy around these kind of subjects. Yes, around about 600,000 British women served in World War II in some respects, and I'm sure there are similar numbers across different countries. Russia had almost entire regiments of women. Yes, we can debate the semantics as to whether or not they should be represented on the front lines, yada yada, who gives a flying fuck? Like, I don't care if the game's good, if the gameplay's good, if it looks as promising as the information that has been revealed to me through all of these news outlets, Jack Frags, Westy and so on, then it looks like we're down for a ball of a fucking time. And I quite frankly don't care what the tone of the skin to the guy to the right of me or the woman to the left of me looks like. It's not important. And, you know, it just doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. It's a game. If it was a historical, authentic World War II documentary game like Proscriptum or something, then maybe I'd have some questions, but that's never been the vision with Battlefield, and it never fucking will be. But it looks like it's going in a really positive direction. The game is looking great, it's looking fucking good, and ultimately, you know, it's focusing on team play, it's bringing back a skill gap, it's changing movement and gunplay completely, it's bringing in more elements of destructibility with bullet penetration, which I didn't even think I needed in a Battlefield game, but now that I have the option to shotgun through a wall, you better damn as hell well know that I'm gonna fucking shotgun through a wall. So as you can probably tell, I'm quite excited for this. This is a team play, gun-centric, gameplay-centric. You know, if they get the gunplay and the map design right and the movement system correct here, honestly, we're in for a hell of a fucking ride with this game, because this is probably the most team play-based Battlefield we've seen in God knows how many years. So, that's about it for this video today, folks. It's been me, the Tactical Brit. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again in another video.